Hi there. Camera confidence. Camera confidence and how to get it. Yes, how to get it. You might think some people are just naturals. They can get up in front of the camera, like I'm doing now, and talk into it as though they're talking to another person or persons. Not so. It's an acquired skill, and you can acquire it too. I started making these videos, talking head videos, in 2013. I've placed about 2,400 since then. The first one was awful. And of course I deleted it. So was the second, so was the third. And then of course, the first one wasn't really good. The first one posted, but they got better over time. Yours will be the same. But I had one advantage going for me. Long before I started making talking head videos like this one, I'd been speaking to audiences as a public speaker, speaking to audiences in the same room. And one of the most important things you've got to remember when you're speaking to anyone, really, whether it be one person or whether it be 1,000 people, the main thing is you have to connect with them. If you're not connecting with them, you're not communicating with them. And one of the important things about communication, of course, is making eye contact. In a big room with 1,000 people, you can't look at 1,000 people, so you pick out particular people to look at. And you do it in a systematic way. But on video, with one camera, you have to keep looking at the camera all the time. If you move your eyes around like this, it looks shifty. So you make eye contact with an imaginary person or persons out there that's inside the camera somewhere. Okay. Now, the first few times you do this, it'll be almost like standing in front of a live audience. You will be keyed up. You might even be frightened. But you know the big advantage about speaking in front of a camera rather than the live audience? If you don't like what you've recorded, you can delete it. Whereas in front of an audience, whoa, very frightening indeed. But we're talking about making videos, talking to audiences by video. So what are the things we need to look at? I said in the last video that story is very important. If you can grab your audience from the outset with a story which leads into the message that you want to convey, whatever that might be, you're on a winner. When I used to speak to audiences, well, I still speak to them even now, even to this day. I've been talking to audiences now for 54 years. I am 90 years of age, by the way. I have a grandson who's 36. But anyway, it's getting away from it a bit. Getting back to introducing stories. I used to start in front of audiences with a little warm-up, which was so simple, it always got them interested. Here are the words I would say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a storyteller. What do storytellers do? And they always reply, tell stories. Now, this is audience interaction. You can't really get audience interaction in a talking head video, but you can imagine it. You can ask open-ended questions, which you know the audience knows the answer to, and then answer them yourself. It will make the viewers feel pretty good. But to continue with what I was going to say, I start off, once upon a time in a land far away, a long time ago. And of course they know a story's coming. So what I'm saying here to you is this: signal that a story is on the way, but never say, I'm going to tell you a story now. Don't say that. Just signal it in some way. For example, you could say, when I was coming home in the bus today, and I've done that with many of my videos. I've said, at the coffee shop, an idea occurred to me or as I was strolling along, I saw a dog and it reminded me of. You see what I'm doing here? How you can introduce a story quite naturally from something out of your own life experience. And this is what people want. They want a real person speaking out of their life experiences to them. They don't want a highly rehearsed professional person who they know has practiced that particular presentation 100 times before they actually had the courage to then make a video out of it. They want real people. If you're a real person speaking in a real manner to them, they will start watching your videos. But that's the end of this one. I'm hoping that the idea of telling stories is now firmly entrenched in your mind, because storytelling is the most powerful way to get a message across, whether you're in front of an audience speaking live or in front of a camera like I am now.